Guys, Joseph the World here, and yes, I am finally back after having a faulty laptop and a faulty charger, and I couldn't upload videos because I didn't want to edit crappy videos, or at least videos I didn't really want to put out on nothing but a phone. Speaking of which, I had phone issues as well, so everything was kind of in the shit for, 2 weeks, maybe a bit longer, I've kind of forgotten. But now we're back, hopefully for a while, and coming back with daily content to make up for the days that I've missed during the last few days. But anyway, today we're talking about another disgusting nonce. Not just any nonce. The disgusting man you see on your screen right now is David Jones, otherwise known as the former football coach Nonce. And before it's asked, unfortunately there is no sting. It wasn't performed on a predator hunting group. This was just a article I found and I kind of wanted to just talk about because this guy made me sick to my stomach. David Jones met the 12-year-old young boy, who's obviously the victim in this case, when he was working at a primary school as a teacher's assistant. This disgusting 33-year-old took an apparent instant liking to him and invited him to join a football club, that he apparently coached at, with the young lad obviously doing so because he trusted him. This led to him having a bit of text conversation and picking him up in his car at the parents' house or at his house to take him to the coach or to take him to the football club lessons, where obviously grooming started to occur. And the parents were just aware that they were texting but didn't think anything of it and just thought it would help build the young boy's confidence. During the time of the young boy in the football club, he was SA'd at least on 5 different occasions, and this obviously finally led to the young boy leaving the football club and not coming back. David would then get in contact with the boy's parents to try to address rumours about that was circling around Jones, but I could not find what those apparent rumours were. I'm assuming it was about him worrying that he might have, the boy told his parents, which at that point he didn't, about, David being a nonce. But because the young boy felt afraid and ashamed of what happened, he was too afraid to come forward about it. Later on, the football coach, David, later posed as a fake 11-year-old on Instagram, and tried to get in contact with the same young boy, asking for nudes and saying he was fit. Luckily, the then 13-year-old boy was skeptical and then finally told his parents about everything that has happened when David started to get in contact with the parents about fake rumours surrounding him. That's when they phoned the police and he was therefore arrested, even though they tracked an IP that the account were linked with the fake 11-year-old account and found it on his phone. So let's talk about what happened to him afterwards, after he was arrested. The judge labelled him a high risk to children, which is 100% true. And David Jones and his defence tried to use the excuse that he had an addiction to P-Hub, which I'm not going to say the first word because I don't want this video getting taken down, but he was addicted to explicit content for adults, and this led to him having an attraction to, obviously, younger people, or a lot younger people. He pled guilty to grooming, but he pled not guilty to the 5 occurrences and a 6th charge, which I'm not sure. I couldn't find what the 6th charge actually was. But regardless, while he was on trial, he got found guilty by the people, obviously, or by the jury, sorry, and he was sentenced to 3.5 years in jail. He was sentenced to a sexual harm prevention order, but I couldn't see how long for. And he was put on the sex offenders register for. When the young boy was in court, obviously, to give a victim impact statement, he sadly stated that he had to go to counselling. this had affected his day-to-day life, and he tried to take his own life on at school at one point because of everything that disgusting man did to him. And honestly, that's got to be the worst thing about all of this. The effect that man had on that young boy is going to last him a lifetime. Like, imagine using a position of power. So, because as a parent, I'm not a parent, but as parents, I assume when you go to drop your child off at school, you're expecting them to take care and trust. You have so much trust in those teachers to be able to, you know, not raise your kids, but for safety, to learn, to have fun, to socialize, to, you trust that teacher to be able to protect that child while they're in their care. So you have a moment of peace while you're working to obviously help nurture that child itself. And then just for that level of trust to be destroyed because what, for sexual gratification by that adult, absolutely disgusting. Honestly, there needs to be harsher checks. I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous. And the fact he only got 3.5 years for 5 SAs is honestly a disgrace in this country. These people should be, the sentence should be a lot higher. Like, America's not perfect, but fuck me, at least they get somewhat longer sentences than what we get over it, or at least what these people get over here. You could be a drug dealer and sell literally like one weed and you'll get sentenced to longer than someone who destroyed a child's life. Disgusting. Anyway, that's been Joseph the World. Yeah, I'm not. I'm done. Peace.